Fucker, I haven't talked this whole fucking podcast.
So I've seen this one. No, what the fuck? I've never seen this video.
Yeah, so so they're about to start fighting. He goes for the guy goes for this fucking kick, and he's like as hard as he can, but the guy turns around and he blocks it, and his fucking leg just wraps around his fucking leg. And that's not the worst part, because he didn't realize that he broke it immediately. He fucking stood on it. And it bent to the side, and then he fell to the ground. It's like, dude.
Tried walking on a snapped leg.
Oh, so fucked.
I've seen that. I fucking hate that. You could see that on, I think it was a Pain Olympics, or the most painful video on YouTube, number 2. I think that's what it was. So I hate hyperextensions with all my heart. Fucking, that's the worst thing. Yeah. I think another terrible fucking video I saw was it was a lady who was doing like 2 leg squats. It's like a weightlifting. Yeah. And right as you extend your entire legs out on this weight machine, fucking the legs buckle and both of them snap backwards.
So that's the thing with those machines. If they say on them, don't lock your knees.
Do not. I don't, dude. I am terrified of fucking workout equipment because I've seen videos like that. I've seen another one, the exact same thing. This dude is he's doing these leg extensions, and he's got the whole fucking house weighing on him. Like, this is impressive shit. Like, he is fucking pumping.
Doing those leg fucking squat machines on like 400 pounds
it's
the most horrifying
pretty
thing.
Tough.
But then he fucking, he hyperextends it, and it just slow, too. It just fucking, like that.
Crushes.
It just Oh, I am terrified. I only do body weight exercises because of that. Like, I do not do machines at all. Just, so fucked up.
I hate hyperextensions with all my heart.
Oh.
I've seen some gore, like some missing limbs or whatever. I mean, that sucks. I hate seeing that, but hyperextensions I fucking hate.
When I've used that like squat machine where you sit on it and it's like
you
horizontal.
Yeah.
So I do like calf raises on that as well with the same weight that I do squats.
Yeah.
And even then, my legs are like slightly bent, which I mean, like you're not supposed to with calf raises or whatever, but it's like just to keep me from not having my legs buckle on me.
Yeah.
Which is like, I really, I don't like doing like I would really like to work out, but I have the problem of I have no incentive to. I really feel like if I had some dumbbells or something or workout equipment, I really would. Mm-hmm. But I don't, and I just don't feel the incentive to do some push-ups or do some squats.
That's actually exactly what I've been doing. In the morning, I started doing this little workout routine because I noticed I started getting like love handles and shit. Like, I'm just starting to get fat.
I've had love handles since I was 8.
Well, that's my metabolism isn't like catching up with it anymore, or I'm just not as active as I used to be. So it's like, so I've been getting up early in the morning and doing like little exercises and shit. And you'd be surprised, like if you go through like just a little regimen, it doesn't have to be like a full sweating regimen, like just enough to break a little sweat and your muscles are kind of tired, you know.
You just strain them a little bit, and
you go to sit down and it's like, holy fuck, I'm ready for the day now. Like I'm just ready to go.
I already think it's a bit better to do them at night, just because working out, like, you know, take some energy out of you. Yeah. So throughout the day, it'll make you a bit tireder. If you do it right before you go to bed, like, you know, you just put everything into it right before you go to bed, you'll be fucking exhausted and you'll pass right out. I was like, that's a fucking great idea. I have trouble going to sleep sometimes. If I just fucking went 100% like for 20 minutes before I went to bed, and then I just fucking laid on a bed, I'd be fucking dead asleep.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not having a actual mode of transportation to my work gives me a wonderful workout every fucking morning. I spent 15 minutes blitzing my longboard down all the way to my work and backing up. And since Trin's gone, I do that twice now because I have to fucking go up a hill now.
Oh man, that's cool though. It's always good to have that have that excuse. That's like one of the biggest things that I noticed coming out of high school is that they like I don't work out like as often, or like you never think about working out, but like I was so fucking energetic throughout high school that I would sweat every fucking day. It was like, that's like,
because we were just rowdy kids.
Yeah, you're just rowdy as fuck. But then when you get out of high school and it's like all you do is work and
be professional.
Now I got all this time to play games and shit. So it's like, you know, if I'm not outside doing projects, which doesn't really take too much energy anyways.
don't do projects outside. And I work in a fucking store inside where it's air conditioned. It's like, I'm not going to sweat. The only reason I sweat today was because I think of a little bit of blood loss, and I dropped the till, and money went all over the floor.
Oh God!
After I closed the store and put the cash in and everything, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't just put it all back in there. So I have to recount everything.
You gotta
count it back up to what it's supposed to be. I was like, okay, it's good. And that took me like 10 fucking minutes, 15 minutes after. So I was like,
just almost right out the door.
Yeah. Luckily, Ireland got off 30 minutes after he told us he got off.
Yes, because I get confused with other people get off between, they start their work at 12:30 and they end at 8, but mine's 12 to 8:30.
Oh,
so it's the half hour gets switched. And that was annoying. I get mine confused.
I've been lately. I've been listening to. I've kind of just I don't know how I did it, but I was just going through Spotify and just listening to some fucking music. I put on my dubstep and electronic shit, and then it would just start playing sort of songs associated with it. It's not like what I did before, put on the Spotify radio of that artist. It does a radio for that playlist somehow, and it sounds it just brings up random fucking shit that I've never heard of before. Yeah. That sounds pretty good, but I would have never heard it if Spotify didn't just fucking pull the shit out of the fucking ether.
Yeah. Just randomly.
There was during high school, there was this fucking little thrift store I worked for about a month and a half. I was doing cashier.
Oh.
I never got paid, but it's very annoying. But I would have my headphones in as I worked, whatever the hell I was doing, and I would put on some whatever progressive shit, whatever, and then I just kind of let it go, and then it would just start playing this shit from the ether.
Yeah.
And I found a bunch of fucking cool stuff. So I'm there was a mixture between jazz and fucking power metal.
Yeah.
And so it's got saxophone and shit, and then it's
jazz and power metal. That's
almost like fusion.
Mm-hmm. That's like a Slipknot MFKR kind of shit, you know, where they got that one do nothing bitch slap where it's just
that's more like Hot and Cold though, where it's one really fucking heavy metal, and then it's jazz, and
it's not so much a blend. It's more just
this one was it's almost like the genre of fusion, which is like a little bit upbeat, fucking funky jazz kind of thing, but it's more metal, and it's it's really fucking neat. There's no lyrics at all. It's just 8 minutes of just fucking shredding.
That's cool.
It's really neat. I'm like, this is fucking banging. What is this?
That'd be pretty cool. I'm not too into that specific kind of music where it's just soloing all the way through, because it's kind of hard to keep track of it. You know, I like real simple shit. Static X is just really fucking easy riffs. Most of it's just zero. I've been getting into some of that early 2000s alt rock shit, Incubus and Cage the Elephant and that kind of shit.
Nice, good throwback.
Yeah, good throwback shit. It's
I don't know what any of that is.
It's the song we just played.
We were just playing Cage the Elephant. Ain't No Rest for the Wicked.
Oh,
that kind of stuff.
Incubus's Drive. Whatever tomorrow.
I don't.
You don't know that song?
He played it, but I never heard of it.
No way.
Nope.
I know Cage the Elephant, but I never.
I've heard that.
I didn't know the band was called Incubus.
But... I've only heard Cage No Rest for the Wicked every once in a while
through movies or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Movies or randomly off the fucking radio. It's the only time I've ever heard that song. So it just popped up. YouTube was like, hey, you know this song? It's barely.
Barely. Yeah, I've been getting into a lot of those. God, what are some other ones? Shit like Muse. That down now.
No.
I know, that was probably the most vague thing that I probably could have said about it.
So you guys ever heard?
I think I vaguely know. I know what you're talking about.
It's that one fucking wow. That's what everybody knows about it.
I know what he's talking about, but I can't even describe it. I know that those two notes are the only thing that are the most famous part about that whole song, but I can't tell you anything about that song besides those two notes.
There's actually two songs that use that exact same thing. There's that Uprising by Muse, and then there's one by this one I don't even know what genre she is, but it's like Call Me, I think it is.
Oh, Call Me Baby.
Call
That's
me.
all night long.
No, not that one. Call me anytime. Call me.
What's that song? I'm forgetting that
I think
one
it's
as well.
called Call Me.
I want to say it's Call Me.
Anytime.
All night long.
That's the entire lyrics of the song. It's just the title.
The song is just the lyrics.
No, the title of the song is the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, the music I listen to is pretty different to what you guys listen to. Ireland usually listens to a lot of progressive.
Well, even what Ireland listens to is kind of different from what I listen to.
Exactly, it's a bit more progressive usually, and
ours slightly intertwined, and ours a bit.
We all seem to like intertwine on different things.
I don't know about.
I was about to say, where the fuck do we intertwine, buddy?
Shanties.
Shanties.
I'm just saying.
We all do. I don't think that
all
counts.
Do shanties.
I don't think it
counts. It's
counts.
not like a vague interconnection.
When everyone listens to sea shanties. Literally everyone.
That was a whole fucking fad.
Well,
everyone listens to she shanties.
I know, but between the two of us, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people who listen to metal too.
I meant you listen to a lot of metal. And I listen
to a lot of... He does not listen to metal.
I do, a little bit.
Very rarely.
I've updated my rock and metal playlist a little bit.
Some Metallica, and that's about
just going on.
Yeah, I know.
I got some Rammstein in there and some Rob Zombie.
Some excellent choices.
Avenged Sevenfold.
I'm good.
A less than excellent choice.
Megadeth.
Still respectable.
Megadeth.
The Drifters, Under the Boardwalk.
Never heard of that.
It's my favorite metal band. Under the boardwalk. Boardwalk.
What?
It's not metal.
I kind of figured.
How would he even describe that?
I don't know. It's just it popped up
almost
and I was like, I'm putting it
a
in this
beach
playlist.
version of
it's very
shop.
It's very beachy. Dragon Force, just a bunch of random. It's all this fucking playlist is. There's no fucking coherence to it other than
like very.
Rarely. It's probably gonna be rock and metal, but there's other stupid shit I put in here on accident.
Yeah.
Like in my dubstep playlist, I found that somewhere in the middle I put Cat Scratch Fever.
Cat Scratch Fever.
So listening to my dubstep playlist, and I'm just like jamming out to like hard bass and fucking like loud shit, and then just like. Fever. It's like I'm not gonna say no, but where the fuck is this going on? Those are my two main playlists. I got the rest I haven't updated in fucking years.
I've got a couple playlists I listen to bounce around to. One is like it's called Bach Bitch, and it's just a bunch of classical music. And then I have one. It was supposed to be like a jazz playlist, and I have it as a smooth AF as fuck. And it's almost entirely German marching and
move AF lol as in as fuck LOL.
Laugh out loud.
No, like smooth AF, and it's almost entirely German marching and Soviet national anthem shit. But it's supposed to be jazz.
It's supposed to be jazz.
Accidentally became fascist. Oops, all fascist.
Oh my god.
All dictatorship.
Literally, the first song is just fucking Soviet national anthem.
I always have the classic my meme playlist full of every meme song I can find on standby.
There's another one called Heavy Metal. I actually spelt metal wrong. Metal. What are the ones?
Yeah, I have my main. So I have my main music playlist. I have my shanty playlist, and then I have the one that I'm trying to put like weird folk music into.
What?
But I only have one album in there right now, and it's like barely folk.
What? Folk? What does that mean?
Folk music.
You know, like it's almost.
Give me a fucking explanation. Both of you, give me a fucking explanation.
You know, it's like
folk music kind of.
You can't even fucking explain it.
It entirely depends on the area it comes from. So there's like a whole bunch of different kinds of folk music. Like shanties are basically pretty much
English
Danish folk music. Yeah, it's like Danish,
Did you
English.
say Danish? What?
It's a lot of it's kind of. I mean, that's I want to say the Dreadnoughts. I want to say those guys are.
They're Danish, I think, or Polish or something like that. I can't
something
remember.
like that. It's one of those. Yeah, one of those. What is it? The Netherlandic Netherlandic.
Netherlandic.
The Netherlands.
You mean the Netherlands?
Don't you mean the Neanderthals?